Welcome, welcome, welcome to Clash from the Past. To my older gamers out there, this is what Willis was talking about, Arnold. And to the younger viewers, a Scooby-Doo toilet to you. Now the title of today's video is Take Me to the Other Side. When you successfully defend an attack, you have those defending troops heading up down one lane. Now everyone gets excited, and sometimes what happens is we throw all of our additional attacking cards right into the same lane. And that can be the right move. But sometimes it's not, because they might have a whiz waiting for you, they might have an executioner, some poison, a fireball, and sometimes even a defensive rocket that they shoot right at this big glob of troops. And the reason why it's there is because we put it there. So my suggestion is maybe, should you have an advance going down one lane and you're in a good spot, take it to the other side. Attack from both lanes. That way you can create two problems for them. Two attacks they then have to defend. So your opponents have to make a choice, and they'll often not make it well, leaving one of your attacks relatively unguarded. This one right here is a good example. We successfully defend their onslaught, and we have the Golden Knight heading down. Now, I could put the Giant, which is one of my favorite cards, as I'm sure you know at this point, right in the mix of that. But instead what I do is I wait for that to play out, they drop the Mega Knight, and then I say, you know what? We still got the push up there. Let me take the Giant on the right. They still have to clean up the left, and meanwhile the Giant's going in unencumbered. Woohoo! Take it to the other side. That's a good one. Now, let's take a look at another one. What you'll see here is we successfully fight off the Mega Knight, and then we have a Mega Knight going in on the right side. And they put down the P.E.K.K.A., which is bad news, but they pretty much have invested everything they can into stop on the right. And we get it going through with that Inferno Dragon, take out the P.E.K.K.A., and they have a problem on the right. They have to defend that. So what my partner does after we take this tower down is instead of bunching it up on the right, decides, I'm going to put the hog on the left. Now they have two problems, now they have way too many problems, and we're able just to continue to rake, and then all of a sudden, the game's over. Alright, third example. Now these both involve P.E.K.K.A.s. The P.E.K.K.A. is an interesting card, it's a big card, but what I like about this card when my partner uses it is the P.E.K.K.A. on the left creates a threat. Not just of the P.E.K.K.A. itself, but the idea of the P.E.K.K.A. And the last thing our opponents want is for that P.E.K.K.A. to get to the tower, because we all know what happens when it does. That thing can just pound it in the game in and of itself. So it's defending hard against the P.E.K.K.A. and not terribly well. And the P.E.K.K.A. is still advancing. So what I decided to do then is drop the Giant. We've created two problems for them. And they're able to defend because they have some defensive cards, but you'll notice there that the bomb tower is concentrated on the P.E.K.K.A. so the Giant can get there. And the Giant can get through it and even get a hit, and we're ahead. So this game continues with the P.E.K.K.A. going left, and me maybe looking to the right. That doesn't mean I'm going to do it, but it's a nice option to have. Now you'll notice too that this deck has a lot of defensive cards, and that can be hard to get through. So one of the reasons why I bring up this strategy is it's a good way in 2v2 to attack the defensive cards. If they're going to put down a Tesla, if they're going to put down an Inferno Tower, if they're going to put down a bomb tower, all in succession, come at it from two angles. Because those towers can only attack one side at one time. So while it's attacking one side, the other side can get in close and take it out. So you notice here again too, the Inferno Tower comes down, and yeah, we play it to a draw, but the Inferno Tower is out of the way and the P.E.K.K.A. is able to advance. We got that neat little whiz going, little poundy, and we take out the bomb tower too, and we're ahead. We have to be careful because we don't want to run too hard at these defensive cards, but we're doing a really good job. And my partner once again puts down the P.E.K.K.A. Look at that, and the P.E.K.K.A. is threatening on the left. And I drop the Giant on the right. Boom, boom, so on and so forth. Let's run it through. All these defensive cards come down. Yada, 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 and boom, we win the game. So yeah, just something to think about while you're playing 2v2. If the timing's right and you have enough of a threat especially one you earned through playing defense, because that's relatively free. Going in on the left, think about the right, because bunching all your troops down one lane sometimes can be the play, but more often than not, you're doing your opponent a favor. And don't do them favors. They're your opponent. You don't have to dislike them, but I don't think you have to do them favors. All right, take me to the other side. You should dial up that Aerosmith song, Take Me to the Other Side. It's pretty good. That album, Pump, underrated. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I understand. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.